Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Really look into event planning. Now, for those who follow me or follow C Boogie or Cousin Tito or Views from the Man Cave, know this past weekend was the Self-Improvement Summit. Self-Improvement Summit, the second one. It was a very good event. And anybody who saw it or maybe follow any of us on Instagram know, I was there with an assistant and she was giving me some good game on just event planning and stuff. And I was like, wow. Because I'm going to tell you what, of course, right now with the COVID, it's hard to put on something major. It's hard to put on something major with the COVID out here, and it's very, it's tough. I mean, it's getting better in some places, a lot of places it's getting worse. But at some point, it's going to get it under control. And even then, you can still maybe do something maybe small just to get started. And you know why I say event planning is good? And I think it's going to explode once COVID is under control. People need to socialize. People need to be in contact with each other, right? People need events. And if you're that type of person who can successfully put on an event, that's powerful. Because that's one thing, because I've put on like seminars before and not as much. I haven't done anything recently. I need to get back into that. But I put that on. And even though it's small scale, it's still a lot of work. And I remember one I put on in this home I was living in. And, I put it on, organized it, had some food there and everything. And I got some constructive criticism from someone who was kind of in that industry. Because he was like, if you're going to have food, have light snacks. Don't have anything major, and he told me a lot of great stuff I'll keep in mind. He said, if you have any food, keep it small, right? And some other things, right? But here's the thing. If you that type who can really organize on that level, you in position to make a lot of money. Because once, I'm going to tell you what, once this COVID gets under control to the point they have a vaccine or at least a way to treat it better, or they probably need both. Oh, people going to party. People are going to party. They going to be out. People want to meet. People are social. See, one good thing I see in all of this, people were getting so much into social media and stuff and being online because they took the social part, going out to clubs or restaurants or whatever type of event for granted. They took it for granted. Let's just be real. You took it for granted. You didn't think about it. You just go. It could be like a vending expo or something like that. Now, when people couldn't go as much, all of a sudden people was like, oh, wait, this is important. And it's going to be an explosion. So if you're a person who can organize it, boom. And there's a lot of people can organize it. You got some people, they don't even do official event planning. It could be like that housewife organizing a party. Now, some people may not see it, but think about it. When you organizing just a party, there's so many little things you got to put together. Not just, even if it's just basic, you got to organize so many things. If it's a kid's party or something, like I know co-parent would organize little parties for my sons. And she put in a lot of work. She even surprised me with gave me a surprise party one time, right? I had an idea what was coming, right? But she gave me a surprise party and she put a lot of work into it. So imagine somebody do that for a living. It means something because somebody might have an idea to do something, but they don't do the little things. Because the thing with event planning, there's a bunch of little things you got to do. A bunch of little things. But if you good at all of that, following those details, getting people there, moving events along and all of that, I think that's going to be lucrative. I mean, it already was lucrative, really. It already was. So it's something. If you can just do that well, shit. Like, look into it. Like, and if you're that certain type of person, now it does take a certain personality because you got to deal with a lot of personalities. Even if it's just you got to deal with the business side, then you got to deal with the personal side. In some cases, like a good event planner, they might be in a position to say, okay, they have a crew with them. Like you, the overall vision, but then you had a person say, okay, you worry about your job is the food, your job is to secure the venue, your job is to advertise for it, your job is to manage everything there, and they could have somebody else. Your job is security, depending on what the event is. So all of that is key. So really look into it. All right. So anyway, y'all know what to do. That was kind of a business one, so you know how I'm gonna end this. Let's go make that money.